considering the blitz that they just had against him.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And running with power here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the counter, it's Conner. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, 29 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on for the...
An ideal start for them, really. You force the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There on the tackle.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the...
In highlights. 437. .407. Entering.
So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now before the second down play, we'll get
Quick depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 1 row 57 columns left filter. AHB selected. Slot 2, slot 3, slot 2. Slot 1, slot 1, slot 1. Entering coaching screen.
They'll have
chart.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
The tackle made by Shelby Harris.
Fighting through. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down. On the carry, it's Samuels. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run with Samuels. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
They run the counter. Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Mike Purcell with the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a...
Call timeout.